Hey guys, how's it going? Scarlett here. For all of my returning subscribers, I want to give you all a big hug. And for my new people, welcome to the channel. I post weekly videos about tarot, paganism, and magic. And today I have a bit of a deck haul slash initial impressions video for you. I got 4 decks to run through, and it's a combination of tarot and oracle decks. So let's jump right in. So the first deck I have here is super fun. This, I hope I'm pronouncing this right. This is the Mycology deck, and it's like mycology, or the study of mushrooms. So this is actually a mushroom themed oracle deck. So this is what the backs of the deck look like. Yep, you can see that they are cute little mushrooms in a wheel. And the fronts each feature a different kind of mushroom, and then there are certain kind of keywords and messages associated with each of them. So it's kind of a fun way to learn about different mushroom species, and there are surprisingly a lot. And it's been a fun oracle deck, and I feel like it's so quirky that there's going to be certain people that this kind of deck is going to definitely appeal to. Definitely any like green witches out there, you might be into this deck. And of course with this deck and all the other decks, I will leave links to where you can find them down in the description box below. So that is the Mycology deck. So my next deck I have is the Ember and Aura tarot deck. And it comes with this really nice box, and there's also a sizable guidebook here. So this is a very feminine and whimsical deck. Here, I'll show you the backs, and it's pretty thick too. The backs of this deck is in this rosy pink color. So super nice there. And then flipping them around to show you some examples. Here we have the Fool. So it's kind of in this hand-drawn watercolor style. Very feminine power focused. Kind of childish and playful designs. So it's really sweet. It seems like a very kind of, the word that comes to my mind when I see this deck is kind. This is a very kind and gentle deck. So if you're in the need of your advice, but through the lens of someone who you like just really trust and like kind of like a warm hug, this is the deck for that. Though I would say there are some really creative cards in this deck that do go a bit in a different direction. I'm really partial to this 9 of Swords. Look at that. Kind of spooky. But overall, I think this is a really sweet and gentle deck. So I haven't worked with this one very much yet, but I think I probably will. I think it's a good looking deck. So this is the Ember and Aura tarot. So I will link that one in the description box down below. So the next deck, and this is my favorite of the bunch that I'm showing you today. This is the Soul Cards Tarot deck. And can you see that gold glimmer? It's got this, it's hard to describe, this texture of this box is very velvety. If you have the True Black Tarot, the texture of the True Black Tarot is like kind of the same thing for this box and this deck. So right away I knew I was going to love this tarot deck. It is completely 100% like my aesthetic. So it's got this simple design on the back of pretty much like roses, rose petals, and the fronts are all in this shiny gold symbols, and these sides also have a gold shimmer on the edges there. So each card is a different collection of symbols, and I am a huge fan of symbology. So I love looking at these cards and figuring out, oh, okay, here's the magician card, here's how they reference the 4 elements in the card, here's what's going on. They kept the infinity symbol, but they changed this and that. And of course, your high priestess card has a bunch of beautiful moon imagery there. So I just love the creativity of taking these symbols but going a step further. So it's fun if you are a advanced reader. If you are new to tarot, this might not be the best deck to work with, because without those kind of narrative scenes that you get in a Rider-Waite style deck, it might be a bit difficult to interpret. But overall, this deck has like really blown me away in terms of quality. It's this like really thick material. The texture of the cards are really soft and like almost like buttery. It's a weird word to describe it. And the symbols themselves and the creativity that they used in designing these symbols is top notch. So this one I would highly recommend checking out if you are looking for a new deck. And again, this is the Soul Cards Tarot. So our last deck to run through is very different. It's not that, it's just kind of a different style deck. This is a Oracle deck, and this deck is pure fun. The Soul Cards Tarot, this is like deep and symbolic and meaningful and like esoteric, which is awesome. But if you just need a bit of a good laugh, a bit of a pick-me-up, this last deck is here for you. This is called the Breakup deck. So this deck has a really fun image on the back of a heart there, and also like some wings and feathers, and then on the other side are messages. Kind of messages to like stay strong. So you can think of like, oh, if you're going through a breakup, you just need a little pick-me-up. You grab one of these cards and read the message, and it's going to kind of give you that extra boost that you need. And not just, you know, if you're going through a breakup, if you're ever feeling kind of down and you need that little bit of extra motivation, this is a really fun deck to kind of just like have in your office or nearby. I love this concept of this deck. It's kind of fun. So for example, this one says, you need a break. Take a short vacation or a day off work for some much needed me time. You know, so you could just pull that card in the day and be like, yeah, I need to do something for myself today. This one says, this will pass soon and you will wonder why you cared so much. So each of these just kind of have a little message on them that can give you a bit of perspective on things and help you feel a little bit better. So it's definitely a feel-good Oracle deck. So those are the 4 decks that I wanted to share with you today. In the comments down below, tell me which deck was your favorite, and if you have a particular deck that you've been eyeing but haven't purchased yet and would like someone to review it for you, list the deck down below. Maybe I'll pick it up and do a review. So I hope you all enjoyed this short video, and I'll see y'all next week. Bye.